Wait 2 seconds. Let me shut this up.
You can hear me? You gotta turn off
Yeah,
the music.
I know.
What's up? We're in here.
What's up? What's up?
See, girl, beat up goddess.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hello. That's one of your little ones?
Yeah, it's a 2-year-old. She's
Yeah.
playing with her sister. Wait,
Oh,
play with sister. Layos.
how you doing today? How was your day off?
How did the kid see? You can't be on here. Play with sissy. Layo. Your best. Your best. Go. Mm. All right, what is going on?
Look.
Uh,
She thinks I'm
it's
on a
actually,
video chat, so
I'm on
she's
the balcony, which I'll probably get cold while.
this little girl thinks I'm on a video chat, so she's like, "Look, look." Oh my gosh.
You have a boy yet, girl, right?
I got 2 girls.
Oh, okay. That's so
And I
cute.
grew up with 4 freaking girls. Oh my god.
You
I
got an
love
older
you.
one or younger one?
I have a 2-year-old and a 5-month.
I
Oh, Tito. Bless them. Hard being a parent in this generation.
Shit. So man, I got her freaking mom that does anything she fucking wants. Teaches her, or I shouldn't say teaches her, but just lets her get away with everything, and she's around freaking cursing and stuff like that. So when she's with me, she's freaking cussing up a storm. I gotta be the bad parent and freaking smack her in the mouth or tell her no, put her in the corner, something, some type of discipline.
Right. I feel you. It's
And I hate being like
certainly some big.
she's like now she's getting the hang of saying I hate you, and I don't want her to be saying that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And that's at 2 years old.
It's tough sometimes. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough sometimes to shield them. Certain things that they pick up.
All
Alrighty.
right,
Well,
let's get this thing
you
started.
guys know this is BMF Goddess, so my co-host for today's discussion, Antonio. Antonio, you want to share a few words this time?
Yeah.
Share the
Oh
topic.
shit, the topic's not even showing. I forget exactly what it was. All I remember is it's about gossip and things people
Let me
say.
fix that. Gossip whores, where are your balls?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man. On the topic of gossip, this was at work yesterday. Not yesterday, I should say Saturday. Saturday, I was at work. The usual conversation and stuff like that, people talking. And I was walking by. I heard someone say, "Hey, what's up?" So I turned around thinking they were talking to me. I was like, I don't know nobody, so I don't know why they're saying what's up to me. I turned around, they're talking to someone else. That person walks away, and that person was like, "That nigga don't know how to fucking work for shit." I was like, why the fuck did you say what's up to him and then talking shit the next minute? I was like, yo, it's just funny how people like fake as
That's
shit.
yes. That's a perfect example for how most people operate. And
The workplace is like, oh my god, shit. You don't
people,
even have
first of
to.
all, people thinking. I mean, I know sometimes you can make some kind of genuine friend from working together, but most of the time, you can't trust none of the motherfuckers either.
Nope, not at all.
That's
Most of the time,
that's real
you can
talk.
shake their hand 1 minute, the next minute they're kicking you in your back.
Well, I couldn't do it. It's brick out there.
Yeah, you're trying.
I,
You've been outside.
let us, like, I can't even feel my
Yo,
feet, bro.
side note, off topic of what we're talking about now. When I was
You can.
younger, I used to go outside in basketball shorts and fucking chanclas all winter.
I can't do it no more, yo. As you get older, the cold feels different. I feel like I weigh like 5 pounds. I can't take it at all. I'm like, what I got all this meat for?
Yeah.
You can hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Shit. What kind of experiences do you have with being around gossip girls or guys?
Well, today's topic is all about gossipers. We all know some. Most people are some. Where the fuck are your balls? Me myself have never been a fan of gossiping or hearing it. I find it unattractive having no one to cut friends off who actively partake in it or have gossiped about me. I don't play that. Take it as a disrespect, and I will most likely slap your face off.
Right.
Especially like if we're close and it's hard for me to even confide in anybody. And if I do that with you and you close me, forget it.
I'm gonna be 100% with you right now. For the longest time, I felt like I couldn't confide in anybody. Like, I'll tell someone something, and the next minute they're like, "Oh, this person told me this." Well, I really think this, or that. I'm like, "Yo, I actually trusted you to keep, our conversation private. I would I would expect that you would think I would do the same for you." And it's like
Yeah.
I confide in you, and you betrayed my trust. Now I really can't trust you. So everything
It
that
goes
comes
hand in
next
hand with loyalty,
is
like
bullshit.
where you live by. Right.
Right.
I agree with you. Um, Definitely goes hand in hand with loyalty. What kind of it talks all about your character.
Right.
Because you also have the people who stop talking. There's people I don't speak to no more, and I don't speak about them. They just don't exist. If only it were easy for everyone to do that, because most people seem like it's like chopping off an arm. You can't do it.
Right. On the topic of where is your balls, the funniest part about gossip is the number one thing is when you confront
Yeah,
that person. No, I wasn't talking about you. I was saying something
and
else
they
about
either
else. You know,
they
it
trying to back
so
or
happened
just straight
might
up lie.
have what we were talking about, or might have had you in the conversation right before this conversation swept. So I think that's where the misconception came in, and then go on with the bullshit. Keep going, keep going. It's funny how they can talk. People can talk so much shit, but then when you confront them, they're like back down. It's like, no, I didn't say that. Nope, not me. And then they try to throw a random person that they think that you probably fucking know, and it turns out, hey, I know this person. So you go talk to that person. It's like, I don't even know who the fuck.
Yeah, that happens a lot. And for the listeners, please do share your stories or opinion on the matter. It's welcome.
Feel free at any point to show your to comment. I see them claps.
Thank
We
you
got
for the
claps
claps.
going.
Clap them up. I've always had, you know, some haters growing up. I mean, we all do. Uh, most people who are awesome or, they simply hate on how much other people are, naturally drawn to you. And most of the time, those are just people who have real insecurity issues. Because if you love yourself, I mean, unless you're just a straight up prick, why hate on somebody else for getting love? Like,
Right.
let's play this.
I just want to say hi. Yazzy's best friend over, I think 18 years now or more. I'm just showing support. I'm just listening. I'm really not in the mood to talk. She knows why.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you for listening. Yeah, she's going through something. Positive vibes, we're sending positive vibes your way. Appreciate it. Um,
Keep your head up, Lori.
can you think of any personal story that really affected you, like somebody close to you, Antonio, that you went through this with, and how it affected you?
Actually, yes, there's a lot of stories, but one that really, one that
You can
really
make up
was
names or whatever.
hit me is like like we were talking about earlier. Family, like family is supposed to be like quote unquote this bond or this sacred thing, but uh, the one time I was actually confiding in one of my siblings, and I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't really trying to talk to them, but at the same time, it's like I needed to talk to somebody. This is when I was real young.
Understandable.
Uh, I was asking that sibling a certain question. Um, Actually, it was like when I first started like getting into girls and shit like that, and she had a friend that I was into, and I told her, and she was like, "Yeah, my brother likes you." And then I was in the other room and I heard it, and then she starts laughing. She's like, "You wouldn't want to go out with him or shit like that." It's like, we're best friends, so don't go out with him. Blah blah blah. And prior to her, before she had that conversation with that friend, she was like, "Yeah, go for it. I'll put it up. I'll tell her. Yeah, my brother likes you. I'm gonna tell her that you like her, and give her like a little bit of a nudge towards you." But walking past the room is like I hear this, and I'm like, wow, like you really said that shit. You were literally 2 seconds ago like, yeah, I'll give her the nudge towards you, drop her a couple hints, and tell her flat out. And then I walk past your room, and it's like, yeah, don't go out with him. You don't want to go out with him. We're friends, so don't go out with him if you want to stay my friend. Blah blah blah. I'm just like, are you
And
serious?
yeah, that must have really hurt. Yeah.
Like, and that was the thing. Her friend was always around us, always. And me and her friend was like always chilling here and there, this, that, whatever.
So yeah, that would make it even
And I
awkward for
felt
you
like,
after.
at least in my mind, or I felt like we were vibing and shit like that. And then she goes ahead and says that.
Yeah, that sucks. Because first of all, as your sibling, you already expect a certain level of respect and loyalty. And for them not to be able to be straight up with you, could have just said, I don't think that's good idea. Anything. But to do
She
that
could have
behind
been
your
like,
back and then
yeah, um, that's my friend. We're always around each other. We're always chilling, having fun. Don't you think that'd be a little bit awkward, or like, I don't think that's a good idea, shit like that too. She could have said that to me instead of going, on the side and being like, yeah, don't go out with him, this, that, whatever. Like, that's betrayal. Like, and I thought blood is supposed to be thicker than water, but obviously it's vice versa in some types of fucking times.
Yeah, and I can imagine you've been through that a lot of times in life, because I know I have. And sometimes family behaves like water, so to speak. Sometimes
Exactly.
blood behaves like water. But I hope
Perfect
everything's okay
example.
now.
Perfect example. Blood is thicker than water, or water is thicker than blood at sometimes. Um,
I honestly don't believe in that. I mean, I've been proven otherwise in my case. So it
I'm
really
right
goes
there with
according
you.
to whoever has your back is
Right.
that. That's it. But
Sometimes.
I strongly believe that's why good friends make up for the shitty people you have no choice but to grow up with
Right.
sometimes.
A corny reference.
No hate, fam.
When you're
But
so when your kids were little, how you used to give them juice, but you used to water it down. That's how family
absolutely,
acts.
there you
Corny
go.
reference, but I thought I'd throw that out there.
No, it makes sense. Trust me.
Oh
I'm
man.
a I'm a little rough around the edges. I have a take no shit personality that people do know about me. So often they won't talk shit to me ever. Like they won't tell me how they feel or say the shit that they have the balls to say behind my back to my face ever. I do intimidate people, but honestly, I respect the person who can keep it real with me. And I really don't know many of those at all. And I
There's a
don't
lot
even
of
fault
people.
people.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
Nowadays, there's a lot of people that freaking, you know, take kindness for weakness, and they try to, how you say, misconstrued your kindness, and like, hold on, bebes. I'm like trying to make a bottle real quick.
You're good. You're multitasking.
Yeah,
You do your thing.
I just completely lost my train of thought. That thought went right out the window.
So it's like, I understand why people would want to avoid saying things directly to people. First of all, it does require a great amount of balls. And not all people possess those figuratively. And that's number one. Number two,
Okay,
gossipers,
baby.
like,
Go
they're pumped. He's
ahead.
liable for that negative energy, and gossiping is negative energy.
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Ah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Baby boo-boo. Baby boo-boo.
All right. Um, Getting back on track here. Yeah, so there's been many times where I am just, you sometimes you get sick of it. Like somebody always got something to say, and really I just let it bounce off me nowadays. But it's like really like myself. I started thinking about this entrepreneurship that I'm doing now. Starting my own business at the end of last year, and it's actually been in the talks for a few years. But I actually, you know, with COVID and everything, I really pushed the pedal to the metal. And I said I'm gonna do this, and I've been doing my thing and I'm doing all this, and I do hear negativity coming from my blood. And, normally that would affect people in a fucked up way. And I'm not saying that it doesn't bother me at all, but I'm at peace with the fact that me and those people are different people, and negative is always going to come from that. But do you allow that to stop
to
you
affect you.
or to bring you down? That's the most important thing,
I
right?
completely. I said to affect you.
Right.
You said, do you allow those things? And I said, affect you right away.
Yeah. It's what you
It
do
all
with it. I have a tattoo on my chest that says, turn your pain into power. And I very much like to live by that slogan because life is pain, period. It's what you do, what you turn around and do with that pain because it's going to keep coming.
you can always let that pain affect you in a bad way, or you can take that pain and flip that around into motivation. It all depends on
Exactly. That
your
too.
mental
Because
strength.
yep, take all of that negativity, you boil it up and you throw it back. And if it'll fuel your journey, like in anything, just moving on in life, no matter what the situation or who's doing it, because it's always gonna happen. It's just a normal part of life. People talk, but I do feel for the people who aren't that strong and don't know how to find the strength to move on from it or turn it into a positive. There are people that kill themselves over such bullshit. Like it can get pretty deep, but where there's a will, there's a way.
I agree with that completely. As far like the social media and things like PlayStation, Xbox, and stuff like that. For example, PlayStation, they have recently, like, not too recently, but like recently, changed around features in the PlayStation because of a kid. I guess they were saying something about him, and they kept going at it, and the kid ended up killing himself on the microphone, like while he was in the game in a party with a group of kids, and that kid lost his life because people felt the need to belittle and put down this kid. They kept saying stuff about the kid and saying it over again. And the kid was like, "Can you please stop? I don't, I don't like the way that you guys are talking about me." And they kept
Yeah.
pushing, and pushing. So eventually, the kid went and killed himself on the mic. I'm not sure exactly how, but yeah, it's crucial. Like a lot of people don't get that gossip can lead to suicide or
Yeah.
make people commit homicide. A lot of people
Yeah.
need to
Now
know
that
that your tongue is the most powerful weapon in this world.
yeah, that old song, Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones.
Yep.
Honestly, you can survive sticks and stones better. Anything internal is harder to get rid of. So people should
Right.
think before they talk and how it could have a ripple effect. Growing up, I used to fight a lot in school because first of all, I grew up in the hood. If you want respect, that's what you're gonna do. And I went to a predominantly white school, and I used to get teased because I was like one of the only Spanish girls in the school. And I used to fight. I used to fight. You fuck with me. Boys too. Like they used to call me Tyson in junior high because I didn't give a shit. Like the my mom was always coming to the school. The principal already knew me. Like, and it's not that I wanted to be a badass. It's just I was one of the kids that took it and turned my pain into power. Fist in your face. Which is, I mean, violence is not the answer, but sometimes it is. Because those same people that I fought with wanted to be my friend after, because they have respect after. I'm not condoning
Yeah.
violence here, because that's what it sounds like. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
sometimes you got to.
Luckily, I wasn't one of the kids that made it let it
I think.
allow me to feel like I wanted to be dead or something. And that's a growing problem anyway. Honestly, if you don't got the balls, then you shouldn't be talking because later down the line, somebody's gonna knock you out. Or some karma's gonna come in and flip it on you over twice.
There's something my uncle used to say. You might think that you're the biggest person in the world. You might think that nobody can take you down, that you're the most powerful thing on this planet, in this universe. But there's always someone bigger than you. There's always someone bigger than the next big person. You are not invincible. You are not
That's true.
the shit, so to
We all
say.
need.
Even for the
I'm gonna
most
play
biggest
this.
Wow, that
person,
saying
there's
sounds the
something
same
else.
just like me. After I beat that person's ass, they wanted to become friends with me all of a sudden because they got their ass put by me. So we're in similar boats when I was growing up, but slightly different.
And it is my duty.
Yeah, that's how it be. I don't know if that still happens now because the world is different when we were growing up, but I definitely got a lot of respect that way. I mean, I wouldn't even say respect because it only made people fear me and they won't say nothing to me. And honestly, I'm not a fucking savage. If you come talk to me, you got a problem. Like I said, I'm gonna respect that you telling me. Cause if I have a problem with anybody, I'm coming to you. I don't do the texting. I don't do the internet. I'm talking
Hmm.
straight to you. And I've had those problems and I've gone to the source and they will duck me forever, but still be talking. And then when I catch you, that's when you have no reason to be like, oh, but you're just gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To your listeners, if you have any comments, any questions, don't be afraid. Speak your mind. Hit the clap button. Make sure you guys share this video so we can get more people into this conversation. On that note, when I was a kid, uh, there was a lot of like on the bus, the talk on the bus, this, the back and forth, like gossip. It was insane. The one day I heard someone say something about my sister, and I was like, I guess they didn't know I was her brother. It's like, oh, would you? Oh, you talking about this girl over here? I said her name. They're like, yeah. They're like, she looks like a little thought pocket. Yeah, she looks like she'll be down to fuck. And I was like, oh, what? He's like,
Oh,
yeah. I heard she gets down like that. I said, well,
oh no.
you know that's my sister. He's like, nah, that's not your sister. You probably tell me that's your sister because you want to have her for yourself. He's like, but nah, I'm trying to get a piece too. So I was like, I already told you once.
Shut up. Yeah.
I already told you once. It's my sister. Watch your mouth. So we get in the bus. Well, after we get out of the bus to get into the school, He sits at the table, like 2 tables over from me at lunch, and I can hear him still saying it. He was like, "Yeah, some guy tried to, have her off for himself." I'm like, at the time, I'm thinking like, "Yo, you wouldn't believe this, guys. This is when I
Guy's a
was in
fucking
fifth
donut.
fucking grade. Fifth fucking grade, and kids are talking like that." So I go over to his table. I'm like, "Yo, didn't I tell you to watch your mouth? Like,
Imagine that.
I told you that was my sister." Damn, man, whatever. Get out my face. What you gonna do? You say you scared. So I balled up my fist.
Oh,
He's like, "You
that
ain't gonna."
you know what? You touched on a good point because men like to say that women only gossip, but men do the same thing. Well, not men, little boys, but you know what I mean.
So I balled up
I'm
my
gonna
fist.
play that.
He said, "What you gonna do?" He said, "You ain't gonna do nothing. You scared." I said, "All right." Walked away. In my head, the thought process was like, I'm gonna do it in school, get suspended, possibly fucking expelled. I was like, all right, walked away. End of the day, in the bus, still talking his shit. I'm like, dude,
Long
these are
story
fucking.
short,
long,
what happened?
long story short, got out the bus. He said it again. I pretended like I was about to go to the park, so he started walking behind my sister. So I went up behind him. I was like, "Yo, I told you to stop and watch your mouth, right?" His one boy put his hand up. I swept his leg and I punched the dude that was talking the shit right in his teeth. His lip in the center went from the top down to his gum line. I got the only ass beating in my life for it, even though I was protecting my sister.
Hey,
I
sometimes we all go through that, and at least you went down like a
was like,
man.
fuck it, I'll take the ass whooping. Yeah, and I was at the time. It was a big ass fucking that little fucking paddle ball shit with the paddle with the ball and string on it. Yeah, that's what I used to
Yeah,
get my ass whooped
I
with. They took the string off of it and whooped their asses with that shit.
horrible.
Shit.
Damn. That sounds like what I went through with my little sister. Both of my little sisters. I guess it was a meaning for me to listen to this today.
Me too, yo. My sisters, like I have brothers from my father's side, but my sisters don't have brothers from my mom. So I was the big brother, and I used to fight their battles too. Fighting ain't the same either. I don't know. Not many people know how to shoot a fair one anymore. It's all about pulling something out because they pussy.
hmm Niggas got knives, guns. Nobody fights for respect anymore. They don't use their bare hands. They want to use sticks, bats, fucking guns, knives, whatever the fuck. Lori, or to any listeners who's on, uh, what's the what is the biggest uh gossip that you have heard? It can be old, new, something you dealt with over a period of time. Anything, just jot it out there. And don't forget to share and like and follow Miss BMF Goddess. Also check out her YouTube channel. Plug.
Good looking. Antonio too. He got his IG on there. He's a gamer like me.
I seen you were playing that Star
What's up?
Wars the
What's
other
up?
day too.
Yo, it is mad fun. They fucked up with the first game. First game was it's kind of trash. But this one, I know they just dropped another one. But I'm talking about the second one, the Battlefront 2. Dope.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you could be like for hours playing different type of games they got on there. And I love the one I was playing was you could play versus a team. It's team versus team. One side is the dark side, the other side the light side. And y'all just go at it until whichever team wins. Man fun. See, we go into gaming, I'll keep talking.
We can keep the gaming talk for the next video, possibly. Yeah, if you guys want to know what we're talking about, check out her channel. You know what I'm saying? It's on her IG. It's
So
on everything.
So for you
Thank you,
gossipy
thank you.
motherfucker who eventually will hear this when I upload it to YouTube, for all you guilty bitches, learn how to grow a pair.
Right.
Learn how to speak to the people you say you cool with or you love, or instead of doing the cowardly thing.
And just so you know, for your haters out there and you gossipers or gossipies, just know you're easy to spot out. It takes one look at the comments to know who you are.
I have my own siblings who behave that way. I won't say any names or anything, but I just think when it's coming, especially from your own sibling, it's just the lowest form of disrespect.
That's a
Because,
big
you're supposed to be all for each other. You're supposed to support each other, bring each other up, to have that type of energy hurts the worst because we are built on a society that claims that blood is supposed to be there for you throughout anything. And I have a sibling like that, and very much, I remember specifically when we were younger, my sibling asked me, how come everybody likes you and they don't like me? See, it didn't dawn on me back then that it was jealousy, but until I got older and that person never changed. It was always that. It was always envy, and envy itself is detrimental and it can destroy your relationships. Envy, especially to be my own sibling. And I've always been the type of person, yeah, I'm BMF. For those that don't know, that stands for bad motherfucker. But I'm an awesome person. I have a great personality. I treat people great. I stand on my morals as far as loyalty, respect, and honesty go, and everything good. I don't turn into BMF until you cross me. And that's because of years of going through, certain shit will turn you that way. But there's literally no reason. It just came from a envious type of thing with her because it's like, all right, there's something in you don't like. So you're projecting that onto another person. You know what I mean?
100%. A lot of the times it's like when people perceive themselves a type of way and try to be sneaky about shit as far as talking about you, they go through more, how do I say this? They do a lot of extra stuff to sneak around your back and do this and that. It's harder to, sit there, go behind your back than it is, well, in a way, than it is to come up to you and face to face say, hey, I don't like this about you, this, that, whatever. They go all the way around the whole entire city just to say one comment about a certain person instead of confronting their demons in that person.
Actual issue. Yeah. Because it's like my sibling has done the worst of the worst. Like gossip, not only gossip about me, but spread actual false rumors, like the type that you wouldn't forgive any person for, just hurtful shit. Only because of that reason. because I had tried endlessly to have a good relationship with this person, and it just always backfired. And it's just because of the envy. And that's where
Right.
you gotta be like, okay, no matter what, I'm sorry, this is blood, but I can't do it anymore because that energy will bring you down.
Especially
And
with
I
family.
just learned that
It hurts
it
more
is
when
what
you're
it
trying
is.
to, you know, try to fix things or mend them, and they just stick to the same old childish high school, gossip bullshit. When you're trying to be the bigger person and say, hey, instead of me right away jumping to, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, this, that, whatever, and you go around that and say, how can I fix, or we can work together in a way to either mend our relationship, to bond, and squash this gossip and talk behind the back, and they just stay with the you know constant stuff behind your back saying this, that, whatever, and they just completely brush off your kindness, and then when it comes down to it, when enough is enough and you act upon it, you're the wrong person.
Yeah, I am definitely in all their eyes. I'm the bad one, but you can't get people to see things from your. I'll say I can't speak for all black sheep, but
I'm there with you.
in my case, the realists get taken out the pack or take themselves out the pack. I don't roll with no packs because I know I'm the realist that I know, and it has to be that way. Like I encourage anybody who has a problem with anybody and that it can be fixed. And when it's your own blood, you want to extra try to fix it, but sometimes you just can't.
All right, we're gonna
Let's play a
play
message.
topics.
Yeah, like talking shit behind their back. Yeah, I've been through that shit. I went through it with one of my old friends. She believed the person over me when I told them that in the first place. That's the crazy shit. I'm not putting names out there because that's my past, and I want to keep it like that because we already forgave each other. So I just wanted to put it out there.
And it's normal for people to just talk about people in general. Like it happens. But if it's some real, there's a difference. There's some real fucking gossipy, fucked up shit, or something that a person will react to if you tell them. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna make sure you know before spoken to anybody else, if I choose to. But I'm gonna tell you. So anything I'm telling about the next person, you're gonna know that I already fucking told them.
Right.
I agree with you on that because I'm the black sheep, so is my husband. And yeah, we know how you feel about that because what you call it, they noticing us now that we're in our late 30s.
And you know what? I always wish them well. I pray for them. I hope they're doing well. Even all the people that I don't fuck with anymore. I don't wish bad on nobody. You move on with your life, I move on with mine. There's no sweat off my back because I do me. I take care of me. I don't ask y'all for shit. And I just wish that people would have that level of maturity. But so often it doesn't happen that way. So I'm used to
Exactly.
my ears ringing, and it's okay because you know what? Even your hate actually, I like
Builds
to
you up.
say, I wear your hate like war paint, bitch, because I use that to my advantage. So go for it.
Us as black sheep, we already know. Yeah, we might be the outcast, but exactly that is what strives most people to find that outlet and find that way that helps them get past that and rise above, the hatred, the gossip, and build their self up on a structure that makes them, you know, uh, uh, how do I say this? Rebellious against the hate and not taking what they're saying and not take to
I
what
got you.
not taking what they're saying into something
To
serious
heart.
because
Yeah.
us as black sheep we already know, you know, I'm the bigger person because instead of doing this, I'm doing this. Instead of listening to you say this and going along with it to this person, to that person, I'm gonna keep to myself and I'm gonna stay out of that.
Right. It's definitely a good choice. And people go as far as to say, "Oh well, what if you can't talk to that person if they're too sensitive or whatever?" There's ways to talk to people.
Right. You just gotta find the right
What's
way, the right
another?
message for certain people.
I have a great one. Like, I stopped being friends with someone. I stopped being friends with someone who was, into this gossip world, and from I can't do it. And you be straight up with people, and they really can handle it most of the time. And sometimes I know I could be a little too blunt, so I won't sugarcoat shit, but I'll try to say it in the most polite way possible. And that's cost me some friends. People really, and you know what? If those people, after you be real and straight up with people, if they cannot handle it and they choose to take it that way, then they're not your real friend in the first place.
Right. A lot
Because
of people
real
can't take the
is
truth.
real, and real will also recognize phony. And if I can't talk to you on some real shit, then we don't need to be cool.
Exactly. You gotta keep your purity
But
and
any last word, anyone? Lori, anything? We're gonna cut this in a
any
few
last
minutes.
comments, questions, anything before we end this.
Always be like, I'm gonna make it fun and funny, but a lot of these topics they be boiling down to something serious, and I call these all epidemics as well, like the gossiping and the
Oh, most
fake body
definitely.
parts, and these are all problems in society. And I know motherfuckers who have died over being a gossiper and just fuck
Oh
with the
yeah.
wrong motherfucker who just came and said, "Boom, now what?"
Especially us growing up in the hood and shit like that. Yeah. A lot of people ain't gonna take that too kindly or take it a different way as other people. They're gonna either gun you down, stab you, or anything really, because you're making a false truth about them when they try to make themselves as true as possible and try to live their life a certain way. And when you try to take that from them, they're gonna act upon that because they don't want you to, so to speak, spit on their name.
Thank you for being here, Antonio. Um, you're awesome. Getting a man's input is always great. I'm gonna
Same
end this
goes.
here. Thank you for listening, and I'll be uploading this to YouTube shortly. It's your girl
All
BMF
right.
Goddess. Peace out.
Have a good